This week, on Tuesday morning, I lost my keys. I'm not just talking about the quick little losing of keys that sometimes happens where you set them down somewhere and then you find them a few moments later on the kitchen counter where you didn't think that you set them. This was a prolonged, I had gone somewhere with Caleb and came back and they could be anywhere kind of moment. But I didn't think they were left at the place there. I called anyway. The lady searched all over, searched the parking lot, searched every single step throughout the house, outside, in the car, underneath the seats, the mats, everything. Still, I couldn't find them anywhere. Now keep in mind, we have one set of keys for my car. And I've felt this like, I should get another set of keys made, but I haven't yet. And we only have one set of keys. So as I was going outside for one more look to see if I could find them, I stopped by the car and I prayed and I said, God, please, out loud I said, please, I'm asking. I can't find them. Help me, please. I went to the car and literally looked in the place we had just looked, lifted up the papers, and there they were. Just like you would set them perfectly for a photo, for a car commercial or something. They were just set there perfectly, right in the center on the floor. It was amazing. They were just right there. God answered my prayer so dramatically. I'm reading a book on prayer right now, actually, and this author says there are two pitfalls that we fall into. One is on one side where we don't ask anything. On the other side is where we try to control God and control the process, control everything. We're either despairing because we think He's not listening, or we're demanding because we need to be in control of the whole process. And most of the time we fall into one or the other of these pitfalls instead of asking like a father who cares for us. In the Bible, Jesus even says, though you are evil, you know how to give good gifts to your children. How much more will I give you good gifts to those who ask? Jesus is sharing with us that He wants us to ask. He wants it to be on my mind immediately when I can't find my keys, to pray, to cry out in my helplessness. But sometimes we either don't ask or we demand that it be a certain way. Why? Because we wonder how prayer works anyway. There's been things we've prayed for that didn't happen and things that we didn't pray for that happened. But it's all about this relationship with God. And that's what I really feel God is connecting us back towards, that God is connecting us towards this being a relationship where we ask and where we trust. It's like Jesus' prayer in Matthew 26, verse 39. He gives us this perfect example. He says, Father, if it is your will, let this cup be taken from me. But not as my will, but your will be done. In the Garden of Gethsemane, as He's pouring out His heart in anguish to God for what He's about to go through, Jesus asks. He does. He says, take this cup from me. That was His asking, but He also surrenders. He says, not my will, but yours be done. To me, that's just the most beautiful balance in prayer, that He would ask because He knows God is there and God cares and God loves, but that He would also surrender because He knows God is sovereign. So maybe you've been despairing or demanding with God. Maybe you and I need to get back to asking like Jesus. Asking, starting off with where we are because God knows the truth, but then also surrendering to His will be done.